in the day, HelloNeptune was the brand, and we always had space themes. HelloNeptune was a name I decided on as my username because I simply liked space. Literally no other reason in particular other than I just said, space. I looked at the sky and said, and that's it. That's like honestly it. So at the very least, at the very beginning when I started streaming, I had a lot of space themed things like from my banner and my icon and like whatever the fuck, everything was space themed. But as I continued streaming, I obviously don't do that anymore. So basically what's happening is with the new rebrand drop, we are also including Hello Neptune lore to make the username make sense again. But as you'll see, I don't even know how much more sense it's gonna make. But this is the plan. So I hope you guys enjoy what I have made for you all today. And here is the lore that makes my name make sense again. Makes my name make sense again. That is just, wow, a tongue twister, isn't it? We begin our feature presentation on the skyline of LA. I am just a little guy and I go and I visit LA, but of course I love visiting LA. It's my favorite place to be. This is me actually in LA. And thus, I spend my time running around the rooftops of LA. Just dink-donking around on rooftops. And so one day I noticed something very, very strange, very crazy thing that happened. I started to see something appear in the sky moments before disaster. I noticed something in the sky and it appeared to be, it appeared, give me my Neptune. It appeared to be a giant chunk of Neptune that crashed down onto LA and exploded the fucking city into an apocalyptic situation in which I knocked the fuck out and found myself in a sewer. Oh no, fuck, I gotta put my mic down. A sewer where I fell into the sewer, into goop. Strange LA goop, which if you know LA, that goop do be strange. And I noticed that something started to feel a little funky. And I was like, damn, I'm just kind of out here lost in this bitch. Where the fuck am I? And suddenly I notice there's a little fucking guy. A little guy that also seemed to have fallen into the same goop. And afterwards I realized, oh my God, maybe you can help me find the way out. And he took me to the surface. This little rat that got gooped on took me to the surface and we made it out together, only to find the entire world is an apocalyptic situation. Everything is on fire. The gases from the earth have come up and Neptune combined have just merged into this weird shit. And now everything's fucking on fire and awful. And we don't know what's going on. And we haven't seen anyone around, but since we've been gooped on, we seem to be surviving pretty well out there in this horrible apocalyptic situation. And thus, a few months pass. This is our city line. That's the city line. Fucked up. It's just fucked up. A few months pass and it's honestly, let's be real, it's still a kind of fucked up situation. Maybe there's like a little bit less like fires and shit. Maybe like there's fewer fires. There's still like a couple. It's still not great. We're post-apocalyptic now. And again, a few months later only. And thus we have come to find that there were survivors. There were actually survivors. And of course, before we even hit this apocalypse, we were already streaming, right? We were already streaming, but we come back to stream and find out there are survivors. There are survivors out there. And the way they're surviving is they're wearing these fuck-ass astronaut helmets. All of you with astronaut helmets. This is how you are surviving the apocalypse. And you guys are living day to day in these astronaut helmets, trying your best to survive, but you always want to see a streamer that is living out the good old days as if nothing ever happened. And thus you are giving me handfuls of money by the day in and day out to stream pretending like nothing ever happened outside. Nothing ever happened outside. There's no apocalypse. Nothing has gone wrong. You're just wearing the astronaut helmet for the giggles. Surely that's the only reason why. And thus I continue streaming like nothing ever happened. And that is why our name is HelloNeptune. Get it? Because like the Neptune, I'm saying hello to Neptune. It crashes down. It kills like a lot of people. And I'm like, whoa, hello. And then I'm also like kind of a victim of that. So anyway, yippee, that's our lore. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. I hope you enjoyed the lore